them two flowers, I got Daddy two vase pieces because he's got a vase on either side. And Sammy just has one vase. I used to buy toppers to go along with the vases. Them 3 vases was $145. Shit. Ain't nobody ever helped with it but Mom. And she ain't helped much. Because I used to just get them.
I stayed up till 2 o'clock this morning.
I figured you was up late. I seen you had posted a picture or something. Maybe about that tomorrow.
We should do that t-shirt thing when we go to Wisconsin. Did you get that TikTok I sent you?
I got it, but it wouldn't pull up at the house. I haven't watched it yet. What is it?
You draw names, and whoever's name you draw, you buy that person a t-shirt. And it's got something completely off the wall. We should do that. And go in the bathroom at the airport and change, and I hope I get Greta's name. Because I could pick her a t-shirt.
She wouldn't wear it.
She wouldn't. She wouldn't. She's like, nope, nope,
Not
I'm out.
participating.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I reckon.
What time's Jeremy's wedding?
He's already went down there. He said that
Where's it at?
somewhere on Skyland, an old church, he said. It's just a sanctuary. He said something, what did he say? That piano down there and they did the tuning. So he was going to go a little early. And I thought, Get out of here.
Callie.
well, I don't know where he gets his energy
Me
from.
either.
Because it makes me want to puke. I'm tired of it. He gets up this morning. I got up at 7:30. He was already up. And they're fiddle farting around with his suit and ironing his shirts and all that. Getting a slow lane, man. I ain't feeling it today.
Join the broke down and just give the up plug.
I mean, I felt horrible this week. I just ain't felt good. But it did stick. Look at all that progress. I did put it as fast.
You're fixing to be fine.
Well, it is what it
And
is.
then I'm just thinking real.
There's at least some progress this time.
I mean, yeah. Beggars can't be choosy,
Right.
can they?
I mean, it's improvement from last week.
Yeah. Hey, FlossTube.
Hello,
We're the Floss Bossin cousins. I'm Christy.
I'm Callie.
And this is FlossTube 55, and it's May the 3rd.
Third.
You said?
Mm-hmm.
May the 3rd.
Rocking and rolling, coming on along.
Woo!
Less than 2 weeks to retreat time.
Oh,
I'm ready for it.
me too. Me too.
I say
too.
that, you know, then the getting ready and all that, but
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready to be away from work for a while and with some friends and just have some free time.
You got friends going?
I got two or three.
I was fixing to say, well, who didn't make the cut? Was it me? Oh, man. I ain't had no breakfast. I stayed up till 2 o'clock. Have you had these?
Mm-mm.
They are delicious.
Where'd you get them?
At Walmart.
I've been hungry lately. I don't, you know, when I get
Yeah,
stressed out, I
like
don't
the
eat. And then
sea salt ones, and these are the only two I've tried. These are golden mustard barbecue, but the barbecue sauce almost tastes like the Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce.
well, I mean, is it a cracker or?
It's a pretzel.
They're good. I like the texture of them.
They're not real hard.
Mm-mm.
They're not. I don't know. They're really good.
I'll have to get some.
They've got several different flavors, but I've only tried these and the sea salt. But you know, sometimes you just need a bite of something These are really good. So y'all go try them. What have you been doing?
Well, I hadn't felt good this week. I was telling Christy, the old menopause is just, I could choke her by the neck. So I hadn't felt good.
But she's got you by the neck now.
She's got me by the neck and has had me about a month now. But I hadn't felt good. And last night, Aunt Flo hadn't visited in 9 months, you know. And then all of a sudden she shows up today, and I thought, yesterday evening, and I'm like, well, that's why I hadn't felt good. And I'm telling you, when I tell you that I have been ill, I'm talking about I could chew you up and spit you out.
Baby,
lately.
you ain't telling me nothing I don't know. Yesterday evening when Alan came in, he went by Sam's and picked us up something for supper. And he said, are you going to eat before you do your floss tube or when you get through? Do you want me to wait on you or what? Because he had to go and do something. He said, you want me to wait? And I said, no, Callie ain't coming. He said, I thought y'all were doing a floss tube. I said, well, her power's out. Alan said, well, what does her power out have to do with y'all doing a floss tube down here where we've got power? I said, look, that heifer is ill as a hornet, so I don't even care that she ain't coming.
I mean, I left work yesterday a little early because I had worked over Tuesday. And the plan was to come home and get her floss tube done and all that. Well, I walk in the house. Jeremy is already at home because he had to go to that rehearsal dinner thing. And it's clouding up, which I knew it was supposed to rain, but I didn't know it was going to come through like a monsoon. And the power flickered one time. I thought, I see it. It's fixing to go out. It went out and it come back on about maybe 3 this morning.
Are you kidding me?
No.
So what did y'all do?
I sit there in the damn dark with the dogs. I had my
that's
halo.
right. He was gone.
He come back home. I don't know what time he got home. And then we sit up. I went to bed about 9:30 because I just had all I could take, you know. I'm sitting over there with my halo, got my phone charging, and I plugged my phone up and turned on the fan so I would know when it came back on last night, but it was middle of the night.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah. Yep. So I was planning on stitching a whole bunch last night. I have stitched, but it ain't been much.
9 minutes in, and she's done
telling
a lie.
The lies have been going.
Oh. Well.
What you been doing?
Well, I've been working. I worked every day this week, but one, I worked from home that day, but not yesterday, but a week ago yesterday, I went into work and Mike said, you want the good news or the bad news? I said, well, I want the bad news. He said, you need to be ready to go in about 30 minutes. And I said, where are we going? He said, they're coming to move us, which I knew we were moving offices, but I did not realize that it was happening that day or that fast. I said, are you kidding? He said, no. I said, okay. So I started boxing stuff up, which the people that moved us, they are fantastic. And we moved to the new place. So I've been trying to get everything unpacked, reorganized, plus keep up with, you know, what I have to do every day. So it's been a lot. And Tim's dad has been in the hospital and not feeling good. So he's been in and out. Mike's been going from one building to the next. And him and his wife, and I don't know who else was going. They were going up to, I don't even know where they were going. Maine or somewhere. And they flew out yesterday. So it's just been blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, not next week, but the next week, we go to Wisconsin, get home on Sunday. Me, Greta, and Holly leave on Tuesday or Wednesday, going to Tampa. So
a lot going on.
Yeah, it's just a lot. But you know what? I have figured out, if it gets done, it gets done. If it don't, it don't.
Right.
So I'm not stressing myself over it.
I had to go pick up decoration flowers this morning. I need to go see Mama because last time I went to see her, she didn't even wake up. I mean, she was just snoozing, and I thought, well, I'm not going to sit here and, you know, I put her snacks up and all that, so I need to go see her today. We got church tomorrow. I need to sew some project bags. I know, you know, there's about 9 million things I need to do, and it gets a little bit overwhelming at times. And when that happens to me, I'm going to tell you what my process is. I shut her down, buddy. I don't do nothing. Nothing.
She ain't lying. I'm the same way, though. When I get to that point of shutting down, it's just over.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to do nothing until I get over that slump. So, I am feeling better, though. So
yeah, Alan said last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago, every year we have to take our camper back to where we got it. And it has a lifetime warranty. But you have to take it up for an annual inspection one time a year. So he was going to take it up there. He said, do you want to go with me? And I was like, yeah, I do. And we were going to go and meet Todd and Holly and eat lunch somewhere. And I just did not feel good that Friday night. And I was up and down most of the night. So I just texted Holly and said, look, I'm just not feeling great. So he went up there and took it and left it. And he went back this morning to pick it up. And I don't know. And all I want to do when I get home is put my pajamas on and stitch. That's about it.
I hadn't even wanted to do that much. I did stitch some. Not a lot, but
Cable Gage has been sick, and Whitney thought he had strep, but she took him to the doctor, and he just had a viral infection, but he's better, so.
I gotta have 2 more crowns put on. I'm telling you. On my front 2 teeth. And I need to have that done before we go to Wisconsin, but I don't want to go up there with 2 temporary crowns on and then fall off, you know. That would be real cute, wouldn't it?
On the front?
These 2.
Oh, yeah. I don't,
So.
No. I just don't think I could do that. Not right before you go.
This crown's been on there since I think my senior year in high school. So it's got to be replaced. And the one next to it, she said needs a crown. I'm like.
Did she use any Vaseline?
She needs to. I'm telling you. Every time I go up there, it's $400 or $500. I'm like, darn. Come on. Cutting into my cross stitch stash.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Me and Penny did was it last week, I think?
Mm-hmm,
the day
I think so.
One of our friends had they in the estate sale business or something. But anyway, they had an estate sale that a lady that had some cross stitch and craft stuff. And
quilting and
yeah.
I bought that pink rolling card over there.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it. And I bought this. And I'm so torn on how to clean this.
I don't know if I'd wash it.
I know. What is it called? A yo-yo?
Yo-yo quilt.
I'm not going to pull it, but I think it's old.
If I washed it, I would probably just soak it in the bathtub and not put it in something with an agitator.
Yeah, because look how delicate it is.
And that fabric's thin.
Yeah. I got this.
It's pretty.
From that estate sale.
I got...
I'm sorry. I'm going to stick it back over here, so...
Some wool applique stuff and a bunch of books. She had a bunch of books, like for embroidery and that kind of stuff. But when I went, it was 50% off, so I think I spent $42. Oops. And I knew that Kari had posted about it, but I figured Wendy was doing it. I don't know if they did it together or whatever.
They do now.
But when I went up, somebody said, "Oh, you got plenty of money, just buy it all out." And it was Keith sitting there. I said, "Laura, they have brought y'all in as the hecklers, is what y'all doing." I said, "You trying to sell this stuff out and go home?" He said, "You exactly right."
Kari said him and Kevin, people would come and they would, or 2 people, they were like, oh, I would take that, but we don't have any way to get it there. And they were like, we'll take it.
We'll load her up.
That's one way to get rid of it.
But she had a lot of it.
I wish I had a lot of stuff
when it first started, you know, and I started to go down there and I thought, no, I'll just wait. So, yeah. But anyway, me and Penny went that morning. Then we went down to Prattville Pickers. And the booth, the lady that I like her stuff, her booth was 50% off. I guess she's pretty much sold everything she wanted to. So I got some stuff from down there. Got me some prairie curtains. That, you know, them things is high.
I don't know what that is.
They're just a certain kind of curtain. It's got they have a swag and a drawstring. You can pull them, like, I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, they're like $60 to $80 a pair. And they were marked $10, and it was 50% off. So I got them for $5 a pair. So I was proud of that.
Yeah. Well, have you done any stitching?
I have just overcome. I got this little frame down there. I'm going to take me a nail
while she shows y'all all her progress.
Well, it's better than it was.
Holler at me when you get finished.
So I got this little frame down at that estate sale, and it's what I tell you it was, a stitch, lap and stitch or something. Anyway, I looked them up because it was still brand new in the package, and it's got these little stretcher bars. I think these are 12-inch, and it also came with maybe an 8-inch pair. But so it was marked 30, and I think I ended up giving 15 for it. And I got home and looked it up, and it's like 114 online, so I did pretty good. But I did work on my spring fling some. I come down here and put this basket in, put this basket of eggs, both of these pansies, this tulip, and just been working around, coming around here. I think I'm up here on this daffodil or whatever this is now. So, but this one you have to sew your linen to the, I don't know what that's called, a leader or whatever, but it's got fabric on here on the rod that you sew it to. So I sat down and sewed it. I didn't know if I'd like it, but I think I do.
So what do you do when you get finished stitching it?
You just cut your stitches loose. I just zigzagged it on there real loose. And then you just cut those stitches off and leave that on there, and you sew your next one to it. So.
What? Let me see it. Do you just hold it like this while you stitch?
Mm-hmm. Like I keep that hand under there, and then either I come around the back of this or under here. Just depends on where I'm at. There's some I saw when I was looking these up that this thing is kind of backwards, so the loop is up here, and I think that would actually be better because it wouldn't bungle you up trying to go around it, you know.
Well, could you not?
I tried to swap it around the other way. Well, I guess you could. I don't know. I don't know nothing about this. I'm just doing what I thought needed to be done. But anyway, that's Spring Fling by Blackbird Designs. These are the call for colors. It's pretty.
All right, we'll see y'all next time. We've enjoyed
it. All that progress brought to you by Callie Simmons.
Oh my God. Did you bring your book of days?
No, I did not, because I have not even looked to see. I did not touch a whip of mine I didn't meet any goals, start one, work on it, nothing in April. And I have yet to look at the May one yet, the numbers. I'm just over here living in life in the slow life. I will look, though.
The other day, I was sitting there stitching, and I had pulled my stuff for May, and Toots was laying on the couch beside me, and I thought, look at her just laying there being so sweet. She was chewing up the tag on my project bag. I thought, you little heifer. Well, I finished out May, and I did not meet. I had 6 pulls on my heifer board because we had the extra number last month, and the only one that I did not touch was Hey Pumpkin, which I've already started it. I couldn't find it, but I have since found it. But this was my April. So and I had one finish, and that was needleworker. Oh, I finished one of the K9 quotes. There, you know, there's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have had a finish on another one. I'll tell y'all about it in a little bit, and I flipping ran out of thread.
That makes me so mad.
Baby. And this is May. And my heifer pulls for May, the numbers were I-23 and F-24. And my pulls are Courage by Praiseworthy Stitches, Spring Quaker by Primrose. I have not started it. And the Donkey Biscornu by, I don't know. I hadn't started it yet either. But
you don't like much on Courage. Is that the one you're doing for your mama, Courage? So you don't like much on
I really don't like a lot. So, but I've got them all pulled, I think. Let me just show them to you. I think they're right here. This is probably one of my oldest whips because I started it at June the 11th of 23.
So mainly you just like right in here?
Yeah. Is it perfect? No.
Can you tell it without a magnifying glass?
No.
Mm-mm.
Am I going to redo it? No. Do I give a... No. So, I'm using, I don't know where my chart is. I don't even know where my thread's at. Well, there's some of it. I'm doing it on 32 count French, 32 count Country French Cafe Mocha. And the colors that I'm using is Classic Color Works Purple Aster and Pansy Purple. So, maybe I can get that one finished. Wouldn't that be good to get it finished the month of Mother's Day?
Mm-hmm.
So, that is one of my heifer pulls. And my other one is Spring Quaker by Primrose Cottage. And like I said, I haven't started this one. But I'm going to use the called for floss, which is Blooming Crocus by Classic Color Works. And I have pulled out 28 count mushroom, but I may change that. Let me see what it calls for 28 count. So, and I've got it. So I'll probably just go ahead and do it in the called for. Because it's not very big. I got it in my Tiger Lily bag.
I mean, look at the front of that bag. Her just overachieving.
Yeah, I think she cut that off of something.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty though.
So, I'm hoping to get back on track with my heifer pulls. I got a little discombobulated, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. And this bag is by Carol's Creations. Look at them little cows. I thought it was Tiny Modernist, but I wasn't sure.
I couldn't remember who it was.
I couldn't either. It's the Donkey Biscornu.
You ever done a Biscornu?
Nope. You mean stitch it?
Yeah.
No.
Brenda ever finished one? She gonna hook you up.
And I'm using called for DMC, and it's 32 count antique white Edinburgh linen. So
That's a cute little donkey.
yep. So I'm kind of excited to get started on it. May start on it today, gosh. I'll got all that effing back stitching.
Yeah, make him pop though.
That's 4 donkeys.
Mm-hmm.
4 of them. So that's my heifer pulls for me. What I have worked on since our last video, which was on the 18th. Really, Christy? You see any fabric in there?
No.
Well,
Maybe it'll turn up in that pile.
maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Jeez Louise. Did I work on Summer Jubilee? No, I didn't work on it anymore. Oh, I did not work on my birthdays. So maybe I didn't work on all this. I just brought it down here to make you think I worked on it. Make sure that ain't stuck down in there. Maybe I just brought these down here because I knew I needed to put them up. And Callie, I don't have a clue where it's at. Well, I gotta be finding it. Okay. I worked on the Scarlet House Canine Quotes 2. And it is on .32 count milk chocolate by Grace Notes. I'm almost finished with this one.
Is that the third one you've done or the second one? Of that series? I mean, of that pattern?
I've got 2.
Okay.
And the other one I can't. Here it is, here it is, here it is. But that's Canine Quotes 2. And
that's the one I was thinking of because you just like that little corner.
Yeah. And this is Canine Quotes by the Scarlet House. And it's done on... Did I tell what that was done on?
Mm-hmm. Chocolate milk. By Grace Notes. That's what you pulled out of there. Or coconut milk.
Coconut milk. I was going to say, that don't look like no chocolate milk. I obviously can't read. Okay, and this one is Canine Quotes by the Scarlet House. And I've got Dogs Are Not Our Whole Life, but They Make Our Lives Whole. And it looks like I've got to finish. Look at that. Now, why would I stop right there at that corner? It looks like I got about 3 stitches. And then I started this other side. Or this other one. So, got that. Thought about just taking, and this is on 32 count baked clay by Fox and Rabbit. And I'm using the call for. Of course, they ain't in here either.
Wait.
I mean, I'm killing it. Let me take that one, these to work and leave them. And work on it when I can. And I had a friend ask me if I would stitch this for her. And I'm so aggravated. So aggravated. But she asked me to stitch There Is Room by the Proper Stitcher. I talked to Annie the other day on my, the other morning on my way to work, and good to catch up with her, but, and y'all don't, look at this fabric.
What was...
I don't know. And if you'll notice, right down here, I ran out of thread. And this is on 32 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. And the called for was a Gloriana silk swamp grass. I didn't have it. This is the called for fabric. And where it says to use 2 strands of floss over 2 strands of linen, I'm just doing 1, but I am using Old Covered Bridge by Gentle Arts. Or I was. Look at that back.
Looks good.
So I had to jump on 1, 2, 3 stitch. She's laughing at this. That's a good size piece, and I wanted to keep it.
It is. And I would keep it too, but I would cut it off.
Well, you know what? Do you, boo? Do you? So I jumped on 1, 2, 3 stitch and got it ordered. So they're usually pretty fast about shipping. So as soon as it comes in, then I will get it done. And this is in a bag from Starlight Stitching Company.
It's pretty.
And it snaps and opens with pockets, and I think I've got it upside down. Thread bed.
This is a pocket on the
yeah,
outside?
Pocket on the outside. So, but I'm hoping my thread will hurry up and get here, and I can get this one finished and get it sent to the lady that asked for it. So, and since I ran out of thread on that, I have been putting in some work on my American Welcome, which is the hashtag American Welcome Sal 2024. It is me, Callie, Cindy, Scrappy Chick, I'll tag everybody that is doing it or put it on the screen, but I would love to have this done. I would love to have this caught up enough to where I could finish it while we were in Wisconsin with Paulette Stewart. So I have worked on that. If not, I think this is one of the pieces that I'm definitely taking to work on while we're there. So, and that's it. That's what I've been working on.
That's all, folks.
Yep.
I need to pull mine out and work on that some. It's a lot working on it.
I do
got
too.
It out.
Yeah. And this is on... And this is a project bag that Cindy, Scrappy Chick, gave us for doing the sale with her. She didn't have to do that, but I love it. 32 count vintage country mocha. And I'm not using a color and cotton conversion. I'm using DMC and overdyed. So here it is. Who is participating in this is Joy, Carolina Stitchers, Laura, Textile Crafts, and who is that at AES 1889? I can't think of it right this second. And me and Callie and the Pokey Needle and Cindy, Scrappy Chick. So, I mean, that's not all, but that's who started it. So, I would love to get, I really do hope to get this finished on time, and my plate's not real full with my heifer pulls this month, so is it not June or July that we're supposed to have it done?
I think did we start it on Memorial Day?
Oh boy, is it May? Stop it, stop it, stop it.
I think we did.
Okay.
Mine will not be finished by Memorial Day.
So, there's the chart. I think I've got all of this done, don't I?
Yeah.
So I've just got, I don't know.
Maybe a fourth or third left.
We'll see. We'll see. Everybody be surprised.
Got me a haircut in the last 2 weeks, too.
Oh boy, yeah.
I know.
Me and Holly about got chewed out.
Y'all called it right at the wrong opportunity, because I had just been griping about my hair and told him that if he didn't cut it, that I would cut it myself and tell everybody that he did it. So.
That's good stuff. I'll go ahead and put that on my shirt so I don't lose that needle. Nor them.
I need to stock up on my summer needles. I had about 10 packs of them.
Yeah, I think I'm
on bulk.
I think I'm gonna text Greta and say, hey, throw a few extra packs of needles in your suitcase for me when we go to Wisconsin. So, have you been watching any FlossTube?
The only FlossTube I watched was, I might have finished Miss Carol's Salt Box Stitcher.
Look at all them.
You've been getting caught up.
I mean, I have been
I
watching
have
some.
Mm-mm.
I watched Jack's Creative Inspirations. She did a recap of the Library Stitchers Retreat.
Okay.
And she showed some of the neatest boxes. I was going to message her and ask her like what size they were. But it was scrapbook, I guess scrapbook paper storage boxes, but they wasn't very thick.
Mm-hmm.
But they were, and that's how she travels with her projects, because it holds her chart, her fabrics, her thread, and they're a hard case. But I was thinking, instead of all this hot mess of kitted up project bags, it looks like everything's vomiting back there, doing it and stacking them up.
Mm-hmm. Now, I've got some, they're 12, because that's what I use a lot of times for my quilt blocks, if I'm working on a quilt. And they're 12 by 12, because that's what the sheet of scrap that paper comes in. And they're real skinny, about like this, and have a lid that flops over and closes on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a couple of those that I put that kind of stuff in.
Yeah. And I watched Cross Stitch the Globe.
Yeah, I did watch a couple of theirs, I think.
Yeah. And Mrs. Jones Stitches. And I watched Lindy's Stitches. And I really was going to get on the Spring Mingle last night, and I didn't. But I may jump on, buy a ticket. I want to say it's $12 this time. I may do a ticket tonight. It just depends on like what we've got going on, if I'll be able to participate. But and I watched Rogue Mama Stitcher, Jordan the Tattooed Stitcher, and Burn Stitches, and Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher, and Brenda and Laura. They all went to the Hobby House retreat, so I've watched their videos. Brenda and Laura did a very good video of Hobby House. So, I watched all those, and I watched Shellie, Antique Needleworker. She went to that Prairie Moon Stitchery.
Mm-hmm.
The video that she did of that, I believe we could get lost in there.
Really?
And they're building a retreat center that is going to have sleeping accommodations.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And I watched Tara Sullivan. She went to a retreat in Florida. I don't remember where. And there is a new one. Oh, his name, I cannot remember his first name. He had bought a piece of fabric from me, and it's called Thick Threads. I watched his first video. Lost Our Needles. Captain Stitchy Bug. I watched Miss Carol, the Sockbox Stitcher. I watched Hobbies of Holly. It was good to see her back. Graham's been sick and in the hospital, but it was good to see her back. I've watched Linen and Scraps, and there is a new FlossTube called Victoria Neitz, Neitz. I watched her. I watched Periwinkle Stitcher. I watched Kia B. I watched some old videos of Zan Crazy Band Lady Stitches, and I watched Red Cross Stitcher. So I have been trying to do better about watching, and you know, I get down a rabbit hole of watching a show, and I can't stop until it's over. So that's, you know, a lot of what has took place.
I've been watching these shows about Goodwill and thrifting for stuff, vintage stuff. And I've watched 4 or 5 of them because, you know, that's my thing. I like to find a good bargain. So I've been watching some of them, but they're only like, you know, 15 minutes a piece or something. So.
Yeah. So, you want to do these?
Yeah.
Okay, on the giveaways. Like I said, we've got a busy 2 weeks coming up. If it takes a little bit to get these mailed out to y'all, because they are so many, just bear with me. I'm doing the best I can. So, all right.
Number one. Number 1 is Needlework Worker by Little House Needleworks. Christy just had a finish on this one.
Yep. And it goes to @Barbara Foster 9030. Congratulations.
The next one is Celebrate Spring by Madame Chantilly.
And it goes to @AlwaysBeYourself-6. Congratulations.
Next we have the Scarlet House. Nice to meet you. And it's a kit.
And it goes to @MMason9069. Congratulations.
The next one we have is October House Fiber Arts Faded Flag. And it's got a piece of linen in it.
And it goes to @DebMorrison6846. Congratulations.
The next one is by Plum Street, Live on Little.
And it goes to @make.create.repeat. Congratulations.
The next one is Needlework by Kathy Barrett.
And it goes to @Dixie R. Johnson 2769. Congratulations.
The next one is Sampler Roll by Samplers Remembered. That's cute to me.
And it goes to @Deborah Quilts 8030.
Next is, let's see here. This one is by Needlework Press, and it's Margaret Croft.
And it goes to @Beth Florentino 3168. Congratulations.
Next one is another one by Little House Needleworks. It's the Stitching Bee.
And it goes to @Laura Jeffrey 975. Congratulations.
Okay. Next is by With Thy Needle and Thread, My Home Sweet Home.
And it goes to at Pat Tackaberry 51. Congratulations.
The next one is a quilt pattern by Lori Holt. It's Summer Picnic.
And it goes to at Always Be Yourself -6. So she won too. Congratulations.
Next one is Farmhouse. It's part of the Anniversaries of the Heart series by Blackbird Designs.
And it goes to at Kathleen Shortail 4586. Congratulations.
Another one by Blackbird. It's Eleanor Rigby.
And it goes to at Debbie Beckman. Congratulations.
The next is by Shepherd's Bush. It's Stitch. And it's got the linen, if you want to stitch it on linen, the ribbon, maybe some finishing fabric.
And it goes to at Linda Eisenzimmer 7803. Congratulations.
Next is by Chessie and Me. It's Grant House 1865 sampler.
And it goes to at Marcia Dwyer 1366. Congratulations.
Next one is Quaker Motifs.
And it goes to at Peggy Newton 7382. Congratulations.
Next is by Jean Farish. It's The Hair in the Basket.
And it goes to at Angie Conveca 1106. Congratulations.
Next one is Land That I Love by Cherry Hill Stitchery.
And it goes to at Kim Schult 2845. Congratulations. I can't even read my own right.
That was cute. The next ones were donated by, didn't Greta donate these?
She did. These are new market releases.
And these are together, right? Or
yes.
Okay. So this is Nativity Tiny Town. And then Nativity Frill.
And it goes to at DYDNAS1. Congratulations.
Did she do all these?
Yes.
The next one is by Rebel Stitcher. It's the dog sampler.
And it goes to at Craft Fasty.
Next is by Annie B's Folk Art, and it is My Hometown.
And it goes to at Kathy Madrid 6044. Congratulations. That one's pretty.
This one or this
that
one?
one?
Yeah.
I mean, both of them, but
the next one is Samplers and Primitives. The Spring Begins.
And it goes to at Denise Voss 8901. Congratulations. And if you are the recipient of one of these, please email us at flossbossincousins@gmail.com. Please tell me which chart you won and your mailing address, and I will get them out to you as soon as I can. As soon as
Good
I
enough.
can. And last time we drew for my UFO of Let Love Rain, and she never responded, so I redrew, and I'll insert it here. And the winner is Stacy Bumgardner. So if you also will email me, I will get this sent to you.
Bada bing, bada bing.
Boop, boop, boop. So, what you want to talk about?
Whatever you want to talk about.
Lord?
You got any haul? Because I do not. The haul I had is my estate sale
What
stuff.
the crap, Ilbert?
Listen, when you ain't even got time to shop, you're in a bad way. But I don't need to be
You
shopping.
always have time to shop.
I'm saving it for that retreat.
Me too. Me too.
And don't need a thing, not one thing.
Me either.
But
Me either.
I bet it don't stop me. What you want to bet?
I may not buy nothing.
I may not. But if I say something I want, I'm going to get it. If it's got a tomato on it, it's good as sold.
Sold.
I did make a couple tomatoes this morning.
Boy. This morning?
Well, I had them part made, and I'm finishing them up because I need to post some.
Alright. I did an order with color and cotton, and I did some fabric grab bags. And I guess you just don't know what color it is. I got this color.
Well, those are good for smalls, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming they're 36 count. I don't know.
That Primrose Cottage would be pretty on that.
Yeah, it would. I can't
That's
remember
a tiny.
if I put in what count I wanted or
Well,
what.
this is a 40.
How do you know?
Because I'm telling you it is. This one is. Both of these are.
It says grab bag fabrics are not labeled with color or count.
Yeah, well.
Well,
This might be a 36, but these two are 40.
I guess that's how they get rid of that 40 count. I bet they don't have any trouble.
No.
Because you can't never get a dang piece of fabric.
Those are good
from
smalls.
them.
So 3 pieces come in one little grab bag?
3 pieces, and they were $17.50.
You can't beat that because even those small little samplers, you know, will go on those size.
Yeah. And I got the Gradient Pack Bluebird from Color and Cotton and the Gradient Pack Wisteria.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Those are pretty pretty colors. Let me show. Oh, I love those. Pale Wisteria. Soft Wisteria. Medium Wisteria. Oops, sorry. Medium Wisteria. Dark Wisteria. Bold Wisteria.
That's my favorite right there. I like it.
Aren't those pretty?
Mm-hmm. This one and that one.
Ooh, I might could do...
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that Primrose. Spring Quaker.
That'd be pretty on that.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, decisions. And these gradient packs, you got, what was it, 5, 6? 1, 2, 3, 5, and it was $16.50. I got Pale Bluebird, Soft Bluebird, Medium Bluebird, Dark Bluebird, Bold Bluebird.
They're Floss.
Look at how pretty that is.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a midnight.
Mm-hmm.
But their floss, their floss is an 8-yard skein, I think, rather than a 5. I think
Yeah.
DMC is a 5, and theirs is an 8, I believe. So you
Does it
get
say on there?
more for your money.
8 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I got those. And I got my Bestitch Me fabric of the month. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. This is not it. Oh, well. I ordered from the D-Stash group. And these are Dixie Sampler. Is that the one that was in the mountains? That closed?
No. No.
Okay. I didn't know.
What was that called, man? My God, I can't even remember.
It was Dixie Sampler, wasn't it?
But it's not her, I don't
Okay.
believe.
This is White Lightning, 36 count. It's just a cream.
She does a sale,
Who?
this lady.
Okay. This is Peanut Brittle.
That's pretty.
Yeah. And this is Daisy Dew. No, that one's 40. Those other two were 36. This is 40 Vellum. And this is 36 Nutter Butter. This one's
I like
pretty.
that one.
Mm-hmm. And this is 40 Vintage Lily Pad.
I could eat me a Nutter Butter.
You want some more of these?
No. I'm
Pop
fixed to go
'em.
to the grocery store in a minute.
Oh, don't go hungry. You'll spend a fortune.
Well, I'm getting some ice cream. I know that. Jeremy, I had one bowl of ice cream out of that last week. And he ate the rest of it.
Oh. Oh, they got stuck in the wrong bags. Those were from Connie Simmons off of the D-Stash group. And this is my Bestitch Me. And it is 36 count Portobello. That's a good color, too.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a mushroom, don't
Yeah.
it?
Good color.
You need to make us some. I'm hungry. You can tell I'm just about to starve to death.
What you want me to make you?
Some of them mushrooms with that sausage in them and that cream cheese.
And this, I got off the D-Stash group, I think. This is 36 count gray sand.
It's pretty.
Is that showing a good representation?
That modeling.
Yeah. I don't know who it's by unless she dyes herself, but I don't know. And I got Picture This Plus 36 count opal. This one's pretty too. And I got 36 count arbor. Picture This Plus.
I like the weight of Picture This Plus fabric. It's heavy like.
Put these back in these bags or I won't know which is which. And then these are some I got off the D-Stash group. I got Americana by the Work Basket.
Yeah, it's pretty. I saw it when you claimed that one.
I figure we both can do it. Because don't you like work baskets?
Mm-hmm.
And I got this Anna Lee Waite Designs, and it is the Elegant Alphabet. I like that one too.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty.
I got those from the D-Stash group. I got these from the D-Stash group. Patriotic July by Blackbird Designs.
I need to start some of them little stockings.
Yeah. And I got 2x2 by the Prairie Schooler. I got My Big Toe Quaker series. It says, to everything there is a season, a time to every purpose. That's under pretty. Heaven. And then I got A Merry Heart by Blackbird Designs. The D-Stash group don't let you down sometimes.
If you keep a watch on her, she'll...
Yep. Then we had a sweet lady send us some charts for our giveaway, and she sent Rosewood Manor American flag quilt sampler. She sent Country Cottage Needleworks, and she also sent the entire set, I believe, of Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm. Thank you so much.
Mighty generous.
Very, very generous. I don't know. You know who you are. I don't know if you wanted me to mention, but thank you so much. We appreciate it so very much. You want to put those down there in our hot mess? And these are more of the D-Stash. My finger stuck to it. Okay, this is more that I got off of D-Stash. I got Halloween Eve by Blackbird Designs.
Buddy, you better commit to that pumpkin when you start.
I got United We Stand by Blackbird.
I think that's a pretty, even the one on the back, I like that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty. And then I got Leona's Sewing Box.
I don't think I have it.
Do you not?
Mm-mm.
You know if I got it, you got it, baby.
I've got to make me a list. My list has gotten to where I need to make a list of what I don't have now, you know.
And I got this from Primrose Cottage, and I wanted to take it out of the bag so bad, but I thought if you do that, you're going to end up wearing it. And I'm trying to save it to take on our retreat. I love that purple.
It's pretty purple.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be too big. Is that going to be too big? It's going to be long. Oh, well.
It'll be all right.
It'll be all right.
I need to order
I love that purple color. So I got that from Primrose. I got this from Lindy Stitches, and it's 36 count. How do you say that? I say
it's a boreal.
A boreal. And then I got 36 count Overcast, and these are by Cedar River Linen. Saw where she had it in stock, and I thought, and I got Red Cedar.
It's pretty.
That moth.
That's what I was just thinking.
That you and Holly. I think,
and I still hadn't started mine.
I think hers is... Did she finish hers, or is she almost finished?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Somebody was stitching on one.
Holly's getting a son-in-law.
Oh, really?
Yes. Her ring is beautiful.
Oh.
Beautiful. And Greta sent me... Well, I told her I wanted them. Primrose Cottage, Stitching Quaker, Stitching Rules, and Stitching Quilt. They're their newest releases.
Did they come out at market?
No.
Or after?
After. I got those. gonna be a slow mail month this month. And this is another one I got off the D-Stash group, and it's 36 count macchiato by Stitch Me. I mean, I was burning the D-Stash group up. I'm gonna save that one to last.
I noticed they have been posting, a lot of people have been posting fabric in there.
And these came
Ooh.
from Miss Karen. And it's two old sisters. I love that. And
Yeah.
it's her sister, Diane and Karen. And it says they are sisters and they're excited to get started in bag making and other accessories for stitchers. And they wanted to share a bag with us. So thank you so much, Karen and Diane. And I just picked because I assumed
Well, you picked right.
that was yours. And this was mine. I love that.
Like me a red one.
Love it. And it has a smaller, like a notions bag. And a scissor
key. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I am going to hold this up. And let's see if y'all can see it. You can screenshot it. Now let me turn it around. You know, I got the palsy, so I can't keep it still. I mean, do. But surely y'all can get a screenshot off of that.
Yeah.
Oh, so thank y'all so very much.
That's gonna look good in my retreat bag with my other red stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is it. And I ordered, y'all know I love when Nana Jody on Instagram posts a bag for sale.
That's pretty.
Is that not beautiful?
It's springy. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And I look at it. It just stands up by itself.
It's foam in it. Yeah.
Thanks, on.
I got about 5 or 6 laying on the table
like
right now. Well, you know, this gets into a little much for I have to pay. But I do have some pretty fabric.
Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your whole life?
Is it a needle book? Or,
mm-hmm. Oh, thank you so much. Love it, love it, love it. And y'all, if you saw my Instagram story the other day, I literally squealed when I opened this. Squealed, I tell you. This is my Grace Notes fabric of the month, and this is Fly Me to the Moon, and it is a perfect cream white color. And this is not even my style, but I swear I'm stitching something on it. Look at this blue. It's called Blue Skies.
That bluebird pack you got at the Floss.
Oh,
I bet that's something that'll go good on there.
Gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I sent her a message and I said, look, y'all knocked it out of the park this month because...
It looks like holly, don't it? That color.
Exactly like holly. Mm-hmm. But that is the prettiest blue. Man, I love that. Oh, I got one more thing. You know, I got my Patoki stand.
Mm-hmm.
To sit in your lap.
Yeah.
This has a drawer with a charging cable. You can run your cord up here. This holds your iPad up. Excuse me. This holds your cup or your Ort container, and it has a fan and a light. And it's just a lap tray, but I'm going to use it with my Patoki stand. Because, you know, I stitch sitting on the couch, so.
Yeah.
Put it right on.
Got you the whole little setup.
I mean, you got every bit of it. Every bit of it. So, all right. Do I need to clean this up and put all this stuff up? Will I go upstairs and sit down and stitch as soon as you leave? That is also a yes.
That's what I hope to get done when I get home from the grocery store.
I had some pork chops frozen, and I had pulled them out Thursday. I worked from home Thursday, and I pulled them out to let them thaw out, and I thought, oh, they're not going to get thawed. So I put them in the refrigerator. So I think that for dinner tonight, I've got some bell peppers I need to use. I think we're having baked pork chops with bell peppers and onions, and I think I'm just going to slice some potatoes and throw them in there too. One pan and stick it in the oven and let it go. I think that's what we're having for dinner tonight.
We're going to do tacos.
Unless Alan wants to go get something, and then I won't cook them, period.
And for my early supper, you know, my lupper, or I'm going to have I got me some tomatoes that Nita's when I stopped with her a while ago, so I'm going to have me a tomato sandwich.
I wonder if they're any good.
They look good.
Because Alan got some, this was before Easter, when he got our cantaloupe. The cantaloupe was fantastic, but he said that the tomatoes wasn't that good.
These look good.
Because I was going to he went by there, I bought 4 cantaloupes, or he did, we did, for Easter. And they ate every piece of them.
I got Jeremy one in the car now.
I had told him, I said, if you want to get some tomatoes, and I'll slice tomatoes and put them on a platter. And he said, oh, those I got the other day from her wasn't real good. So he didn't get any more.
I hope it's just like, I hope
let me know. Let me know if it's any good, and I'll run down there or send him down there to get some.
I got 3 tomatoes and a cantaloupe, I think is what I got. I was going to get some cucumbers, but they were a little bit small ones right now.
Yeah, Cable Gauge, his tomatoes they're not turned yet, but he's got them on there.
Little baby ones.
Yeah.
That's not much better to me than a tomato sandwich. No, I could eat them like nobody's business. I don't care for cantaloupe. Jeremy likes it, but I love the smell of it, but I just don't like the taste of it. He likes cantaloupe and gravy together.
Mother did. Mother did. She would always, if she had cantaloupe, because she cooked a full breakfast every single morning of her life. Sometimes on Saturday, we might get a pack of muffins, the muffins. We might get muffins, but she always cooked breakfast for Daddy.
Yeah.
On Sundays, we would have pancakes sometimes, but I mean, like biscuits, the whole 9 yards. But if she had cantaloupe, she would always get her some.
I never heard of that, but Jeremy, he says that gravy goes with cantaloupe.
Well,
so
tell him that his Aunt Melba said so too. Yeah. So, yeah. And Alan puts salt on his cantaloupe. I don't, but Alan puts salt on his. Now
I put salt on my watermelon. Some people do and some people don't,
But I just, it rained here yesterday. Oh my gosh, it rained so hard. The wind blew, and I'm really shocked. Our power didn't even blink. I am shocked.
Buddy, ours went out, smooth out.
But, and it's supposed to do pretty much the same today. So if I don't have to get out of this house, my feelings are not going to be hurt. Whatsoever.
I'm going right on to that grocery store right now. Get what I need. I'm settling in.
You better stop at the Sonic and get you a little snack, as Cable says.
Yeah.
Do you have any McDonald's money?
I've got some McDonald's money.
Well, you might need to stop and get you a little snack before you get to, because I'm telling you, if I ever go to, and 9 times out of 10, if I go to the grocery store hungry, I buy everything. If we're going to go after we eat, I don't even want to go because I'm full and miserable, and
You'll come out of there lean and mean then.
Yeah. But I don't even want to go.
I mainly just need to get some stuff to make tacos with. It's some ice cream.
Yeah. I went in Piggly Wiggly yesterday. They had that 1-day sale. They had their hamburger meat $2 something a pound. I got 2 family packs of hamburger meat. I've got to go upstairs and get it separated. And they had their water, 4 cases for $10. So I got 8 cases of water because with us fixing to start camping, and I know we're going to the beach 4th of July in the camper. You just can't beat it. I was trying to think what else they had. That's pretty much, I got the kids some of those freezer pops, that you stick in there and they freeze. I got them some of that. Maybe that's all I got yesterday. $60 anyway, but
don't take long.
No. But they were having a good sale. I saw Jeannie. She was in there. I kind of wonder if she might have been going up to the cabin. I don't know. She said she had been, we have an aunt and uncle. And how old did we end up saying Melvin was?
97. That's what you said.
Okay, who was it? Alan said. You said he was 93. I said, no, Alan, I didn't say he was 93.
I thought he was 93, so he must have was probably talking.
And Aunt Ruthie is my mother and her dad's sister. And Ruthie's got to be...
She's younger than Mama, and Mama will be 88 this month. I don't know how much younger she is.
I don't know either. But anyway, Melvin is significantly older than
He's
Ruthie.
12 years older than her.
Okay, well then she's 80-something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she fell. Uncle Melvin went to get her up. He fell. Broke his hip. She was just banged up, I think. And Jeannie told me that Ruthie had locked her out of the house the other day. And wouldn't let her in.
Well,
so
that don't surprise me.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thought I'd call them and check on them or go up there.
Yeah.
Can't you hear? I could just hear the cussing going on right now.
If you get out of work early next week, earlier, maybe we could just plan to go by there. We can go together. That way we can save each other.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know when we'll be back. I'll try to throw something together.
We may have to do one from the retreat, a small or something. Yeah.
So, and I was going to tell y'all, if you're a part of our Floss Bossin Cousins Facebook group, I listed it on that. We have opened up memberships for our channel, and we've had some that are tickled about it, and we've had some that they can't. If you can't, you can't, and it's fine. If you want to and you can, please do. Nothing's going to change here.
Right.
Nothing's going to change here. This is going to be exclusive giveaways for the members. It's going to be stitch and chat options. So it's no big deal. If it's not for you, fine. If it is for you, fine. So, what else?
I think that's about it. Got talked out.
I mean, you had so much. Are you sure you got it all in?
Yeah, I do.
But we will be back at some point.
Yep.
So I hope y'all have a good May if we're not back. Hope y'all have a good May and stay cool.
Yeah. Stay dry.
Haley's still doing well. I meant to mention her at the beginning. She had another treatment this past Tuesday. We talked to her last night. She's doing good. So That's all we can hope for, you know.
Prayers answered.
So, if y'all need us, call us.
Other than that, we'll see you when we get back.
Yep.
Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
So, funny story. Callie and I got a Instagram message last week with this picture, and Donna Prince, she is at Stitching SLP on Instagram, and Josie Connor, she is at Josie Connor 5 on Instagram. They had a stitch night with their friends, and they were going to do skits of their favorite floss tubers. Can y'all guess who theirs is? Thank you guys for sending that picture. We really appreciate it. We got a kick out of it. Also, another funny story is I was sitting at work one day last week, and or maybe the week before, I got an email from Diana Rose, and she said she didn't have anything better to do, or she was just wasting time or something, and she made action figures of me and Callie. So I wanted to share those with y'all. We got a kick out of that too. Y'all keep us laughing. Thank you.